Hi everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all doing well. I'm so excited to share this book with you. This is a brand new book by an illustrator called Makiko Inatome, and I randomly came across it on Etsy, and I believe this is the first flip through that will be on YouTube. I haven't seen any, and I have only seen a couple of the images that are in this book, and I came across it on ChillandSarah, and I've purchased from them before. I got the Beyond the World fairy tale colouring book by Yururi last year, and I think I purchased from them a couple of other books as well. And yeah, I absolutely love their store, and they very generously sent it to me to review, and I absolutely love their store. They've got so much. If you are new to colouring but are looking to buy some books that are like overseas, they are a great shop. They also do individual pencils such as the Holbeins and the Erogatum pencils, so if there's something that you've been wanting to try that you can't get open stock, that's a great place to get them. And they also do so many different books, and not just colouring books as well. But one of the greatest perks is the fact that the shipping is so quick. They sent this on Thursday and it arrived today, which is Wednesday, so coming from Japan in less than a week is like ridiculously quick. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm very excited to share this. Also, please excuse the nail varnish, it's something that my friends are doing for fun, and I haven't taken it off yet. So yeah, I haven't looked inside this. Very excited to see what this book is like. So as always, they package everything really well with cardboard so that everything is nice and flat, and I love the wrapping, and their sticker is so cute as well. And customer service as well, just generally, is fantastic. I was chatting with them about the order, and they're very prompt as well, especially considering we're in differing time zones, so it can be difficult to communicate, but they're absolutely great. And if you have any queries, I'm sure they'll be able to get back to you. So yeah, this is the book. Very traditional in terms of these Japanese style colouring books. We do have a dust jacket and the illustration here, and also kind of these half coloured designs on the front of the book as well, which I think is really beautiful. So as I mentioned, this is a book by the artist Makiko Inatome. I follow him on Instagram. His illustrations are gorgeous, and it translates to Wild Mouse Yururi's Journey, I think. I will put the name up on screen, and I'll also put everything down in the description as well for you. So it's a slightly different sized book than what we've kind of come to expect with most kind of square books. So this is the Ken Matsuda colouring book, which is very similar in size to Joanna Basford's books, Kirby's books. And this is like nothing I've ever had before, actually. So it's slightly longer. Not sure if you can see that. Slightly longer. And it's also quite a bit shorter. So it's a really interesting shape. There weren't really dimensions, I don't think, but I did think it would be in this sort of shape because of how the illustrations were laid out. So I'm very excited that it was kind of the size I expected. So just so that it doesn't get ruined, I'm going to take the dust jacket off. So I've got these lovely illustrations on the back, and I believe it goes through the seasons as well, which I love. And this is another book that Makiko has done, which has been out for quite a while. I think I have seen that one around a little bit. But let's get started. I have not seen any of, well, a couple of the illustrations that are given, because ChillandSarah always do put a few pictures to give you a feel for what the book's going to be like. But it's lovely paper as well, and these illustrations are gorgeous. They kind of remind me of Kaneko Egusa, but also Beatrix Potter-esque as well, just with the animals. So these are obviously all of the kind of samples that, again, we've come to expect with these sorts of books, which I think is just amazing because you can just get a feel for how they've coloured it. So this seems like an introduction. I haven't translated any of this, obviously, because this is the first time I'm seeing it. If there is anything particularly important, I will let you know. So these seem to be the characters that will appear. Just trying to make sure I get everything in frame for you. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's like a doll's house sort of in a tree. Got a map. That's kind of like Aries books. So here we come to the spring section. I love that there's a heading as well before we get into the illustrations. So the few illustrations that I did see in this book kind of indicated that there were some objecty sort of pages, which I really like. Great if you only have a little bit of time to colour. And then scenes as well. So that's what it seems to be like, which is just amazing. And Makiko's got quite a sketchy style. I really like it. Obviously all of the lines are defined and things, but there's some really nice light line art going along with this so that you can kind of see where the shading needs to be. I'm just going to try and zoom out a tiny bit for you. Okay, that's a bit better. I just wanted to make sure that you were seeing everything. So these are just gorgeous illustrations, and it is absolutely perfect as someone who loves colouring through the seasons. The fact that it does go through. And there's some gorgeous double page spreads. I saw this one, I love that. And this one was one of the images as an example on the back as well. I really like the colour palette, the mixture of brights and then also muted tones. So I would definitely try to colour the animals realistically, but they've also got kind of a cartoony sort of style as well, so you definitely wouldn't need to. So I could be wrong, I don't think we went past the... Oh no, we did go past the summer section, I just missed that. Yeah, so we're into summer now. Lovely maypole there. So sweet, and wherever the mouse goes, the sketchbook goes. I love that. These scenes are so gorgeous. That reminds me of Devon. So imaginative as well. So things like this, you can really gauge that it's meant to be the sketchbook, which I think is really nice because in that way it kind of is a mixture between obviously what's happening in the scene and then what the mouse draws from the scenes as well. This was one that I saw. I love this. I like the washed sort of black background as well because it's kind of a dark grey. It's not a full kind of black colour, so you could really play around with that, add shadows, you know, add fun things to it. That reminds me of Snoopy. That's so cute. Okay, so we're into autumn, and these are great. They're just small images, and that's perfect for me if I don't have time to do much. But then you've also got the contrast of the really detailed images if you want something more detailed to work on. Saw that one. I think that's gorgeous. Love the wreath sort of design. They're just really charming illustrations, and obviously with the range of illustrations that you can get nowadays being so vast, I think it's really special when you find something unique, and I definitely haven't seen a book like this in a while, so it's very exciting. I love this. Oh my gosh. So some of these, sorry, are more sketchy, and then some have more kind of bold outlines, which I think is really nice because you can tell that these are the sketchbook pages, and they're even bordered as well, which I think highlights that they are meant to be the sketchbook ones. Oh, that looks so good. I like the mixture of autumnal, and then we've got a couple that are obviously Halloween based as well. That's really fun. So we're not just getting one page of each thing, you know, you're getting a few. And then winter. Oh, and there's an advent calendar. I did think they hinted at that at the beginning. How gorgeous is that? I know it's quite hard to find advent calendar pages in books. I know there are a couple like Rita Berman's books, but nowadays artists mainly do PDFs. So it's really great to actually find one in a book. Oh, and they're not too detailed. Looking forward to maybe getting to that. I saw this one. That is absolutely stunning. So I hope you can tell I love this book. And you know, when you look at a book and you only get to see a few images and you haven't seen a full flip through, you can kind of think, you know, oh, will it live up to what the illustrations that you can see have shown? And this absolutely does. This has gone beyond my expectations. It really is gorgeous. And oh my gosh, that's so cute. Love this. And some of them are obviously more wintry, some are more Christmas. This could be easily just a winter, warm, cosy room. And this is obviously more Christmas. Wow. So obviously with the character pages at the beginning, you could colour the characters exactly the same throughout the book, which is what I'd be inclined to do. It makes it more of a story because it's kind of their year through the seasons. Love that wreath. So they, ChillandSarah did give quite a few pictures of the book. So I think there were about 8, which is great because some shops don't give you any at all. So if there isn't a flip through, then you are kind of going out on a whim to get it. And some give you a couple. So the amount that they gave for this was really good. Then we come to the end. So this is the index. So books like Erie's books have also done index pages. I assume these all have names, so I could definitely translate these if I was so inclined. I think that's great because you can tick off when you've done a page. You can test your colours out. You know, if you want to try out a colour palette, you could put pencil in the places that you're thinking of doing certain colours and see if it will work. And we've even got cute illustrations here as well. So I will definitely have to translate some of this and see what it's like. So that is the book. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. And I think it's great because, as I said, these sketchbook pages, I can just work on a tiny thing and not need to worry necessarily about completing a full page immediately. I think that's so gorgeous. I really do love it. And this is a brand new book on the market, so if you haven't checked it out already, I'd highly recommend doing so. And yeah, I hope you love it as much as I do. So everything will be down below in the description, as I said. ChillandSarah are absolutely fantastic. I just want to thank them again so much for yeah, taking a chance on me and letting me do this video. And yeah, it's such a gorgeous book, and as I said, they've got so much on their website. They really do. It is great. And shipping is actually less than what I've found on other stores. Obviously, with it being overseas, it's going to be expensive, but definitely worth it, and not as much as I have found in the past. So definitely well worth checking out. And again, this is the Wild Mouse Yururi's Journey by Makiko Inatome. And go and check him out on Instagram as well. So I'll put everything down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.